Florida Maquis, over the last couple of videos, you have made some incredibly controversial statements about our military. Some seem like they might be borderline treasonous, seditious, but definitely unpatriotic. Are you really trying to tell us that our military could be put in a position to have to surrender if faced with a peer-to-peer enemy? I stand by what I said. That is absolutely the case. There is a virus going around the military right now that nobody wants to talk about. They're trying to keep it tamped down. Some people think it's not that big of a deal, but it's a huge deal. And it's going to destroy unit cohesion. And once you lose the chain of command, once you lose that bond between brothers, it's going to be over. But it's happened before, and the results have been tragic. How many of you remember way back in 1991, an incident with an Apache helicopter where one guy decided to be an individual and it cost the lives of guys on the ground? We're going to cover that and cover what's going on, and something that, honest to God, if I didn't know it was real, I'd think it was the Onion, the Babylon Bee, or some kind of a joke. It's battlefield of the mind stuff. It's something that 10 years ago would have been unheard of. In my era, it would have been punished under the UCMJ. That's how far we have fallen in 30 years. It's truly incredible. If you'd like more training and more battlefield of the mind style videos, join us over the Florida Maquis Patreon channel, where it's only $1 per month, even less if you sign up for an entire year, and fully and completely refundable, no questions asked, first 90 days. Hundreds of videos going back all the way to 2018, more than you could probably consume in 90 days. But even if you did, watched them all, took the training, you could still say, you know what, Maquis, gosh, things are tough. The recession's not getting any better. I know $3 doesn't sound like a lot, but to me, it's a lot right now. Can I have my money back? Absolutely. Not a problem. God bless you. I think it's more important that people take the training, to be very truthful. Now, I'm going to show you a picture, and it's going to look like AI, and it's going to look like a joke, but it's real. We're going to get to the story about the helicopter in a minute. This is not a joke. This is not AI. This is not something that somebody just made up for fun. The U.S. Army is now allowing this individual, this major, who thinks he's more special than everyone else, to completely make a mockery of the uniform standard. Because he has Native American heritage, he can now have hair longer than a woman if he wants to. And yes, it's right. He can wear Indian feathers hanging down over the side of his head in uniform anywhere he wants to. This is not a joke. You can look it up. It's on defensenews.com. Native American soldier gains permission to wear long hair, eagle feathers in uniform accommodation. You see, that's the word right there. Accommodation. Now, what's really dangerous about this is, you see this patch right here over on his left shoulder? Your right, screen right? The blue, the yellow, and the red? That's what they call the TRADOC patch. TRADOC is just a conglomeration, abbreviation for Training and Doctrine Command. Training, TRA, and Doctrine, DOC. Training and Doctrine Command, or TRADOC. This guy is a TRADOC officer. That is where you learn the importance of the uniform standard. You are supposed to sublimate all individuality while you are in uniform. It literally is directly in contravention to the word uniform. One single way of being, one single way of looking or existing in uniform. Uniform. One guy wearing eagle feathers, somebody else wearing something else. Wait till the BLMs get a hold of this. Wait until all of the black soldiers who have African warrior heritage start showing up in whatever ancient African warrior garb they want to wear? Or what about some person with Scottish descent who wants to wear a kilt? There will be, see, this is the idea of my individuality being the most important thing. And this isn't the only example. This is another army soldier of Samoan descent who has decided, you know what, nah, the army prohibition on hand tattoos, that violates my religious rights to jam a bunch of poisonous ink under my skin for religious reasons. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. There were some of us a long time ago who got berated, got yelled at, got called names. We're told to shut up and be silent because we said the idea of integrating a separate standard for females into a unit was a bad idea. It was a bad idea then, and now they've just taken it farther. It was bad enough when they allowed females to start having hair as long as they wanted to have it. Now, they used to have it keep tucked under their hat. Now, they can just let it hang out, and it can be whatever style they want. This is a picture, and I don't mind sharing it, of me because this is a really great picture because I actually got in a little bit of trouble for wearing the serviceman's cap. You see, it's authorized, the round one as opposed to the little beanie looking one. One second. Sorry about this. Just a little bit of an issue here. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, even though the round serviceman's cap was authorized for enlisted NCO in formation, since everybody else was wearing the little beanie caps, this was not SOP. It's the difference between SOP and authorized. If everybody else were wearing this round serviceman style cap, males and females alike, it would have been fine. So it was good for a picture, but that was all. Now, here's the story about the helicopter. AH-64 friendly fire incident. Full video. Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Hales, Iraq, February 17, 1991. I'll give you the long and the short of it. There was a group of Apache helicopters that were engaging Iraqi ground forces. And there was one specific one that was designated as Overwatch, meaning the other helicopters all had target packages, all had assigned areas. And this one was supposed to be overwatching, was supposed to be watching all of the others and not actually engaging targets himself. Well, he decided that he wanted to get a few kills for himself, not follow orders, and decided that he knew what he was doing. He found some targets that he believed were Iraqi targets, and he couldn't get his HUD to lock onto it. So he kept flipping back and forth. Well, the problem was he thought he knew where he was. And he didn't know where he was because he had drifted in the wind. And so he finally got the thing to lock on, and he fired on it, and it was actually U.S. personnel in a U.S. APC, U.S. Army APC. And he killed some guys because he wanted to be an individual, just like this guy wants to be an individual. He wants his individual desires to rise above and be the most important thing that everybody looks at. Oh, look at me. I have feathers. I'm Native American. I am honoring my individuality. This is a video, YouTube. Native American soldier gains permission to wear long hair. Those of you that think that I'm making this up or this is some kind of a thing from The Onion, it's not. You mark my words. This day is coming. where you're going to see this again. Because somebody's going to go and want to be an individual and think they're smarter than everybody else and violate the chain of command. Because their individuality is far more important than everyone else's well-being. And that's going to be that. We need to come to a full halt on this recognizing people's individual this, that, and the other in the military. Their desires for this, desires for that, and wanting to be themselves and all this and pronouns and bullshit. That's what this is really about. Truly. It's about people wanting to be in the military but not wanting to do what the military does. They want it to be all about them. Not about the unit, not about their buddies, not about the good of the military, and definitely not about the good of the people of this country. That's our problem. That's the issue right now. And that will, in a direct conflict with China, with Russia, with anyone else, it's going to be the death knell of military units. That's the virus that's going around. This individuality virus. There was another video picture I was going to pick up, and I actually forgot to do it, but who remembers Generation Kill? The Sergeant Major from Generation Kill, talking about the uniform standard. Those of you that want to go back in time a little bit, I think it's back 2008 or so, go check that out. And how the uniform standard can actually make a major, major difference in a unit. It doesn't seem like it's a big deal. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is a level of insecurity. How this, we had who was the major that walked into Fort Bliss? Who was the major, the 04, that walked into Fort Bliss and shot that place up? Nadal Hassan. He decided he wanted to be an individual too. This is just a different version of Nadal Hassan. At the rank of 04. See if I got this right. Yeah, 01, 02, 03, 04. Yeah. Captain is 03. Major is 04. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable that this, that the hand tattoos, that she wanted to do this to stick out. See, it's the idea of wanting to stick out like a sore thumb and say, looky me, looky me, looky me. I'm a Samoan, this, that, and the other, and I have this religious belief, and I want everybody to see. If you have your religious belief, that's fine. Have your religious belief. But there's a reason we don't display tattoos in the military. It makes you identifiable, uniquely identifiable to the enemy. It gives them an advantage. So I will leave it there. God bless. Pray for each other. Pray for me. I'll pray for you. Lift each other up. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.